Is Vladimir Putin preparing for confrontation with Japan? A warning, a direct, blunt, uncompromising warning has come from Russia. Russia says it reserves the right to respond harshly after Japan announced plans to deploy missiles on an island barely 100 kilometers off Taiwan.
ZeP105, Operation August Storm, the revenge that ended World War II. 40 years after humiliation, Russia returned. Not cautiously, not slowly, but with a storm that erased an entire army. In just 11 days, the Soviet Union destroyed Japan's strongest force and rewrote the end of World War II. Tonight, this is the revenge Japan never recovered from. Act 1. The wound that never healed. In 1905, Japan humiliated the Russian Empire. Port Arthur fell, Mukden collapsed, and at Tsushima, the Russian fleet was annihilated. That defeat sank deeper than territory. It became a national scar, surviving revolutions, rulers, and regimes. The Soviets inherited that wound, and they waited 40 years to erase it. Operation August Storm was that moment. Act 2. Japan's elite army was a ghost. By 1945, the feared Kwantung Army existed mostly on paper. Tokyo had stripped it of its best divisions and weapons. Conscripts replaced veterans. Fuel, tanks, ammunition, gone. Out of 25 divisions, only 6 could truly fight. Japanese doctrine was frozen in World War I. Static bunkers, linear defense. A 1905 mindset facing a 1945 battlefield. They were preparing for a siege. The Soviets were preparing for annihilation. Act 3. The Soviet storm breaks the continent. On August 9th, 1945, 3 Soviet fronts attacked at once. 1.6 million troops, over 5,000 tanks, nearly 4,000 aircrafts. This was a deep battle warfare, designed not to push Japan back, but to erase its army entirely. Instead of smashing fortresses, Soviet armor bypassed them, cut communications, surrounded units, collapsed the rear before the front even understood it was gone. Japanese officers wrote, "It was as if a thunderbolt had struck." Soviet tanks were everywhere. Within 11 days, the Kwantung Army ceased to exist. Soviet losses 12,000, Japanese killed over 80,000, Japanese captured up to 600,000, a kill ratio of 30-1. The fastest Soviet campaign in history. Act 4. The revenge that ended the war. On August 15th, Emperor Hirohito surrendered. He spoke of a new and most cruel bomb. But inside Tokyo's War Council, leaders admitted the truth. It was the Soviet invasion that destroyed Japan's last hope of negotiation. The bombs destroyed cities, but the Soviets destroyed the army. And without an army, Japan had nothing left to bargain with. Then came the moment Moscow had waited 40 years for, raising the red banner over Port Arthur. The fortress Russia lost in 1905, retaken without a fight. Humiliation erased, a nation redeemed. Act 5. The shadow after victory. But victory carried a heavy human cost. Up to 650,000 Japanese prisoners were taken to Siberia. Many never returned home. Some debts are not settled by treaties, but by the destruction of the armies that created them. And this is a ZirconShow. In case we don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.